There are two different types of comparison, upwards and downwards. Upwards comparison is when we look at someone who we perceive to be better than us in whatever way, and then we feel inferior because of that, which obviously doesn't make us feel very good about ourselves. But there's also downwards comparison, where we look down on someone who we perceive as not quite as good as us in whatever way, and for a moment that might make us feel slightly better. But in the long run, studies have shown that either way, we tend to feel worse. Either type of comparison, whether up or down, leads to a lowering of our self-esteem because we're basing ourselves in comparison to everybody else. It's a game we can never win. So in what ways do we compare ourselves? Well, it tends to fall into three primary categories: appearance, performance, or position. Appearance is obviously things around our physical looks. It could be how tall we are, our hair color, our complexion, whatever. Performance is generally around skills, abilities, talents, whether someone seems to be better than you at something or whether they have more of a particular skill. And finally, there's position, whether someone seems to be higher up the social hierarchy than us, in which case we can compare ourselves negatively to that person. That could include, by the way, things like amount of money, amount of friends, the amount of likes people get on social media. But all of these things are really incredibly detrimental to our wellness and our well-being. And ultimately, the biggest cure for all of these things is awareness. Because so much of the time, these comparisons, these thoughts that we have, happen very quickly and almost without us being aware of them. We see someone, a thought happens, we negatively compare ourselves, we start to feel bad. All of that happens within a second or two, and oftentimes we're not even aware that it's really happened. We just feel the emotion. So the first thing we want to do is start bringing more awareness to this and figuring out what patterns we fall into.